woodwinds, brass, percussion. Put them all together and you have the YSU Marching Pride. Today we take a look at how they get ready for the season in the new YSU.
The new YSU is brought to you by Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC.
With the first YSU home football game just days away, players have been working hard to prepare for the big day. But they're not the only ones putting in long hours. The same can be said for YSU's Marching Pride.
Right now we're in the middle of camp, learning marching fundamentals, all the playing fundamentals, all the basics, while beginning work on our shows. The pace of camp is very brisk, and we're here for about 12 hours a day.
We just work to make sure that the rehearsal runs as smoothly as possible.
It's a lot of practice, which makes it sound so good.
Especially with all of the work that our band members are putting in.
The time and the effort that you see the football team putting in, we're putting in just as much time, and just very deliberate with our process, and being very efficient with how we manage and use our time within the rehearsal context. We are the generator of everything that is positive and great in that stadium.
BRANDT PAYNE is Director of Athletic Bands for Youngstown State University. He says when the marching band first begins rehearsal, they start with the basics.
Entry level, here's how you move your feet, here's how you begin sounds, just very basic entry level concepts and ideas, and then those just serve as the building blocks for putting our show together.
The marching band starts practice about a week before classes start. After that, the band only has a few hours every week to practice.
I think it's a lot more practice than a lot of people realize. You know, we get up real early in the morning and we stay up really late.
Thomas TURNBULL is a senior music education major. This year, he is head drum major for the Marching Pride.
I am keeping time with my hands. They all look at me to make sure that they are in time, especially where we have no drum line. They really look to me for the tempo.
We've gotten our pregame on the field, and right now we're working on our halftime. We're rehearsing our first song, and we've gotten all of the drill for that on the field so far.
KATHLEEN Brown is part of the band's field staff. They're charged with setting up equipment, making sure the band stays hydrated, and generally making sure the day's rehearsal runs smoothly.
We've got 2 more songs for halftime to put on the field with drill, but a lot of it's music rehearsal, continuing fundamentals, and just getting through the rest of the week.
All it is a very organized and structured version of walking. And as you hear the metronome ticking over my shoulder, students are their feet are coordinated with that, to the point where every beat has a subdivision where the foot is supposed to line, ankles cross on the end of the beat.
The pace at a college level is a lot quicker than what a lot of the freshmen might be used to.
We have a lot of freshmen this year, so we got to make sure that they're comfortable with the procedure, and then just making sure that we are all on the same team.
And as the case with any group, we never reach our destination. It's just a journey. Even in November, we're trying to perfect, increase our execution, and just increasing the clarity of our musical performances as well.
The band will have 2 shows this year, one commemorating the 150th anniversary of the Dana School of Music, which will invite Marching Pride alumni to play at Stambaugh Stadium. The other, a salute to Dave Grohl.
Game days, I think a lot of fans think marching bands just pop out of a box. We're at the stadium 4 hours before kickoff for an hour and 15-minute rehearsal. Students have lunch after that. We get ready. We have our pregame icebreaker performance before we go into the ice castle, and then we have kickoff with our pregame and halftime shows. And in addition to our on-field performances, just what we generate in terms of excitement and energy within the stadium are big priorities for us on game days.
The people here are great. We have a lot of fun together.
Behind the scenes, yes, we're all really tired. We work really hard. We've done a lot of long hours this week, but the best part about the behind the scenes stuff is how much we all love each other and why that keeps us coming back.
We have outstanding, dedicated kids that get me out of bed in the morning to come to work, and as I tell our students, I wouldn't have a teaching position at YSU if it wasn't for them.
and their hard work doesn't go unnoticed.
My mom was in the band, so my biggest thing of the year, my mom comes up to me and she said, Vitas, you got wherever school you go to for college football, they have a great band.
The band does a great job. I think they try to get the fans into the game.
I have plenty of fans, they always come to me and say how great our marching band is. It's for the fans and it's real exciting for me too.
You know, it's just part of the culture of college football, and our group does a hell of a job.
Be sure to check out tomorrow's Daily Buzz for our preview of the YSU Penguin football team. You can read more in the September issue of the Business Journal, out now. Click the subscribe tab to order your copy today.